Hi everybody, well if you're regular around here you'll know that I'm doing Hyrox again in November, and I did it back in April in London XL and I'm going to be doing it again. It's an event whereby loads and loads of running, but one of the workout stations you actually do during the event is a 1 kilometre row on a Concept 2 erg. Well, there's an app on the CrossFit space called WodProof. And the WodProof app is basically an app that allows you to prove you've done a workout. It's good for competitions, it's good for what is called the annual open, the competition in the CrossFit space, and basically it superimposes data onto the screen whilst you're working out to prove that you've actually done how many rounds, how many reps, etc, etc. Well, they've just released an update that I'm quite excited about, and that update has a new functionality built into it, and it's called Bionic Rowing.
We can rebuild him. We have the technology. We have the capability to make the world's first bionic man.
Yep, I had to go there, back to the 70s, back when men were men, unless you were Steve Austin and you were a cyborg. But basically they're using some sort of artificial intelligence and AI built into the software, a bit of software basically, with a posh name, and that AI analyses your rowing performance as you row and gives you feedback via Bluetooth to headphones you're going to wear, or in my case I actually read it up to a Bluetooth speaker, and that feedback tells you what you're doing wrong and how to correct it. Sounds excellent, doesn't it? And it's free. So stick around, I'll put it to the test and I'll let you know if it works. So for those of you who've never used the WodProof app, it runs on iOS and it runs on Android, so you can just go and download it for free. It has a sort of free version that has got some functionality built in, and then you can pay for a pro version that gives you extra bells and whistles. The Bionic rowing facility is part of the free facility, amazingly enough. So you get something for nothing. Free! Not something you usually get in this world. Like as I said before, it allows you to integrate in with things like Garmin, a Garmin heart rate monitor strap, a Whoop strap. It actually connects to, unfortunately you need the pro version of the app for this, but it connects to Concept 2 displays as well. And what it actually allows you to do is superimpose the information you'd normally see on your screen actually on to a video.
Equipment fair for everyone to use and enjoyable for anyone that is watching. All of the data is right there on the screen. You can see exactly how fast, how far, and how many calories are being put into that Concept tool. This is a game changer.
So you can actually see in live format how many strokes a minute you're pulling, how many calories you're burning, how many meters you've rowed, and all that sort of information, which is really useful. And obviously it also shows you the time that it's taken to do that workout so far. It allows you to add in things like a few of the bells and whistles, like you can have a logo in the corner of the display, you can have your athlete's name, the competition you're entering for, and all of that sort of thing as well. Functionality that lets you see all the information on the screen from the rower, from the actual display itself, unfortunately requires a pro membership. That membership at the moment is, it actually comes with a 7-day free membership first, a free trial, which automatically rolls straight into a membership, so you have to sign up for the membership, but you can cancel out in the first 7 days and not be charged. And that membership at the moment is $99.99 a year, around £85 to us UK people, and $19.99 a month, which equates to about £17. Actually, when I actually did sign up for a pro registration, it charged me £15.49 here in the UK. Once you do start the free trial, and remember, you can just try it for 6 or 7 days and cancel it and not be charged a penny, but once you've actually signed up for the trial, you get access to quite a lot of things. You obviously get access to the integration with heart rate monitors and the Concept 2 equipment, but you also get a membership to what's called the WodProof Academy, which incorporates loads of different training plans. Okay. Quick intermission, if you haven't already subscribed and you're not a subscriber already, then pop down below, hit the subscribe button. Whilst you're there, hit the like button and then leave a comment. I always like to hear from you guys who are actually watching the videos. If you've used the Bionic rowing facility, please let me know what you thought of it, and if you have the same sort of issues I've had with it. And also, give me some feedback on the WodProof app itself. I've never used it for what it's actually designed for tracking apps, tracking workouts, sorry. So I'd love to hear from you guys if it works and does exactly what it's supposed to, because I'm going to be using it in the future maybe for one of the competitions I'm going to be entering. So as you can see on the video here, the training programs have a really good spread of subject matter. We've got gymnastics, which has been actually taught by Thuri Helgadottir. So a games athlete is actually teaching you that training program. We've got a rowing program, we've got a weightlifting program, we've got some at-home workouts, so minimal equipment workouts. There's a nutrition plan, and even a master's plan, i.e. an older athlete like myself plan. And that's been created by a stalwart of the CrossFit space, Bill Gungler. So, you know, these are actually knowledgeable, well-known people that have actually done these videos and these programs. So it's not just a throwaway thing here. These are actually worth a good look at. I might do a separate video of these in the future. I'm doing a lot of high rocks training at the moment, so I don't think I'll have time in the very short near future. But for now, let's just turn our eyes to the on-screen information available. So as I said previously, you can connect the WodProof app via your phone to Garmin, heart rate monitor straps, whoops, all that sort of malarkey. Got it all working. I tried it with my heart rate monitor Pro and I tried it with my Whoop, and it connected instantly, no fuss at all. Once you've connected to anything you want to do, you then work out what you're going to do. So you can actually create your own workout, or you can actually choose from a list of previously entered and updated information in the app of qualifiers that are coming up and competitions that are coming. So you can just scroll across, as you can see on the screen now, scroll down the page, choose whichever competition you're entering, choose the workout you're entering, and all the information is then populated into the app automatically. So they've obviously pre-entered this information in already, and you can just choose it, and it's just a time-saving measure. I'm all for time saving. Once your workout's complete and your recording's all complete and stored on your phone, it's actually got the facilities as well built in where you can connect it and link it to your YouTube channel, and it'll automatically upload it as well, whether you want it private or whether you want it as a public video. The Bionic rowing test itself is only a short duration test. It takes about just over 1 minute. It basically records 25 strokes of your workout. Once it's complete, it automatically ends, so it's suitable for anyone, and especially the newer generation that've got the attention span of an ant.
People with no attention span.
When you start the test, it asks you to line up a white box on the screen. One thing to be aware of is it doesn't use the rear-facing camera of your phone. It actually uses your selfie camera, if you like, the front-facing camera. You line it up, put it on a tripod or lean it against something, and then you can see a white rectangle which you line up so that the contents of your whole rowing machine are inside that. So my daughter did the test first, jumped in before me, jumped the gun, and got on the machine, started rowing, did the test. Like I said before, we rigged it up so it was hooked up to a Bluetooth speaker instead of headphones, so we could both hear the feedback and see what was going on. As you can see, it actually puts sort of dots and joint points on your body and on the seat and things like that, and then draws a wire frame between them to indicate your body shape as you're moving and crossover points and things like that. It's very good, very clever, and worked flawlessly. And all the way through the video, you get all the way through the test. You get instant audio feedback. So if you're pulling too early, it'll tell you. If your recovery is too bad, or you're bending your knees, or various different indicators, it's constantly alerting to you. It's quite hard to adjust on the fly, I must admit. I did a similar sort of test after my daughter did, and you're hearing the information and you're starting to address that, but then you start making other mistakes as you're addressing the thing it's just told you about. But I can definitely see the concept, and I definitely think it would be a good thing to do to actually fine-tune and hone in your skills on the rowing machine. Did find one problem, however. My daughter finished the test. It gives you two options once the test's finished. It says, do you want to save the test or do you want to go back? But it actually prompts you at the same time with a caveat saying, if you save the test, you won't be able to redo it for 10 more days. So I wanted to go on the machine and do the test after my daughter, so I said no, and I clicked back. Takes you back to the main screen, and it gives you an option of clicking a button that says redo test. Clicking that button does nothing whatsoever. I tried it 2 or 3 different times. I closed the app down, restarted it, and whatever I did, that button didn't work at all. Wasn't too big a deal, because what you can actually do, there's another option. Instead of a Bionic rowing test, there's actually a technique session you can do as well, which gives you the same sort of functionality. The only main indicator's difference is that it's more customizable. You can choose, I think it's 3, 6, 9 and 12 minute sessions instead of 25 strokes as standard. You can choose whether the audio cue feedback it's going to give you is only for a specific thing or for all the things. And when it recorded the video itself has actually got, instead of having the wireframe drawing, it's just got, you can only see the dots for some reason. No big deal.
Bending your knees too early. Recover with your hands first, then let your lower body return. Great job.
And the feedback still works the same as when you're running through the workout. So all in all, it still works exactly the same. Just seems to be a minor bug that WodProof must need to address to stop this redo button working correctly. So as I mentioned, there's 4 different feedback ideas that will be sent to you via the audio feedback. They are whether it's going to tell you you're doing an early knee bend, whether you're doing an extended lean back, whether you're doing an optimal catch, and whether you're doing an early arm bend. So at the end of the technique session, you get to see what's called a rowing history page, and it's got a little pie chart sort of thing there showing you a percentage of how well you did. It shows you how many clean strokes you had, and I managed to somehow get 12 strokes in just over 3 minutes. And then it gave me some good feedback. It gave me a thing that said I was 74% of the time I was doing an early knee bend. So there's some decent information there for me to go away and work on my technique. So overall, yes, quite impressed with the app. I'm going to look into it in a bit more in depth, go into the displaying of workout data on the screen and connecting it to different Concept 2 equipment to see how that works as well. So I'll be using it moving forward to assess my technique, but did it make me bionic? Only time will tell. See you in the next video.